What up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Funboxing with Will. I'm your host, Will, with H2OCO Film and Photo, and today I wanted to go over something I missed in my last video. I don't know how I forgot to mention it, but it's the Viltrox speed booster for the Canon M50 EF mount adapter. So yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, so I apologize if there's any noticeable difference in quality with the image or the audio today. I actually just posted a review about, I don't know, an hour ago, and so my Canon batteries for my T7i are still on the charger, and as I need to hold this camera in my hands for this video, I decided to just throw this on the GoPro real quick. I'm gonna bang it out real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see if my batteries are finished charging. But alrighty, so the video I just posted, it was discussing the best ways I have found so far to turn your Canon EOS M50 into a cinematic beast. I use it for almost everything that I videotape. Wow, I'm old. So anything I record, I pretty much use my Canon EOS M50. It's my mirrorless go-to camera. It's small, it's compact, it's great for vlogging, it's great for YouTube videos and content like this, as well as, you know, you can even do some more professional style stuff with it. I'm actually using this camera along with my T7i right now to make a short film. And my last video just goes over a couple of the accessories you can get that will up your game as far as cinematic footage is concerned, and things that will help improve that quality of footage and sound as well. But the one thing that I didn't mention in the video is probably one of my favorite additions to the camera. It's something that I've used since I bought it. It has not left my camera. It's been attached to it ever since. What it is, as I said earlier, the Viltrox speed booster. And now Viltrox makes two adapters for the Canon EOS M50. One adapter is just a straightforward adapter. It costs around $47. You buy it on Amazon, and it hooks up to your M mount and allows you to put any EF glass on your Canon M50. Now, the big reasoning behind that and why that's a big deal is because Canon has released maybe 10 to 12 lenses, I think, on the M mount side of things, and it's a very expensive lens selection, and it's a very limited lens selection, whereas the EF mount lenses have been around forever. They're standard for Canon, or they have been for a long time until this new RF mount came out, and the selection of lenses that they have for it is incredible. There's I believe over 100, so when I say hundreds of lenses you can buy, I don't think I'm exaggerating. Now what the speed booster and adapter does is it allows you to take an EF lens and attach it to an M mount camera like the EOS M50. The adapter that I just mentioned, that's running about $47 on Amazon, the difference between that and the speed booster is the speed booster essentially has a magnifying glass. If you want to think of it in layman's terms, it puts a magnifying glass over your sensor in your camera. So if you have a crop sensor camera like I do, when you put that 1.6 crop sensor, that lens on that crop sensor, it's gonna crop it by 1.6. Now you have to multiply that by your focal length of the lens to get your actual millimeter. So if I was to put a 50 millimeter lens on a cropped sensor camera, I don't know the exact number, but if you multiply 50 times 1.6, it comes out to something, I believe, like 82 or 81 or something in the 80s, I believe. So that's the most accurate you're gonna get to your actual focal distance. Now with this speed booster, it magnifies it by a factor of 0.71. So almost half of that crop that you're getting from the crop sensor is eliminated when you add the speed booster to it. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and overlay a couple images. The first image right here, this is a picture of a speed booster photo on the left, and then on the right it's going to be a photo of the same image taken without the speed booster. So as you can see, there is a big difference on the amount of the scene that you're able to capture. and the angle of the lens seems a little bit wider when you use the speed booster. And not only that, but it also allows for better low light videography and photography, as when you put the speed booster on, it not just magnifies the sensor, but it allows more light to hit the sensor. So if you have a 1.8 f-stop lens, you just turned it into a 1.4, I believe, or a 1.2, either a 1.2 or a 1.4 lens, which just allows for more light without having to bump up your ISO, which puts more noise in the photo. So you actually get better low light quality images when using the speed booster. And it works great with the autofocus lenses. It works great. There's even a adapter in the speed booster that you can plug it up to your PC and get firmware updates on it. So it's a very useful tool. It's about $100 more expensive than the just straight out adapter, coming in at around, I think I paid $149 for this one. So, but it's an invaluable tool if you're looking for something close to a full frame camera, but you don't have the extra $700 to $1,000 to spend, as opposed to a cropped sensor camera. It's a good alternative to get somewhere close to that full frame look, and it by no means gives you an entire full frame camera, but it is close. So for me personally, I love it. I use it all the time. It makes my images better, I feel like it does anyways, and it's one of the top accessories that I would recommend for the Canon EOS M50. So I just wanted to make sure I put out a video real quick to add that to the list of things that I had forgotten. I guess that's the only thing I'd forgotten from the first video I just released. But so if you guys want to go out and pick one up, it's definitely worth the money. I'd give it a 5 out of 5 stars, and yeah, pick one up, test it out, see how you like it, and make some creative content with it. For now, that's gonna be it for today. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and stay creative, my friends.